Okay, awesome. Hi guys. This is my third stream in quite a long time. I think it was like a year break that I took. Today I'm playing Dwarf Fortress yet again. Let's just check what the audio is like. I think that's okay. Now, I hope the audio is fine. I hope everyone can hear me. So, again, for everyone that has not played Dwarf Fortress before, essentially, it's a lot like RimWorld / Minecraft, if that makes sense. So Minecraft and RimWorld were both inspired by this, as I understand it, and it's an amazing game. Now, in the previous stream I did, we created a fort, but I didn't do too much. I essentially mined one layer into the mountain, and I set up like basic facilities like some farming, a place for them to sleep, a place for them to craft, store stuff, and I think that was it. Now I'm gonna add a few more things. I'm not sure what that is yet. I think a library is something I really want. I can't remember how far I got with a tavern, but yeah, let's just continue with the game. The Wondrous Dimension. And feel free to let me know in the comment section if the audio is like buggy or something like that. And again, sorry for the green screen. Eventually I'll get the more lights and stuff. As I understand it, the reason there's this like static going on in the background is because there's not enough light hitting the green screen. I'll get that fixed whenever I have time. I only have one light at the moment. It's not even really turned on. Let me just check. Yeah, it's not even plugged in. Now, I want two lights. I'll put one on that side and one on the other side. And just see if that works. It should work. Everyone in the YouTube space says that. Okay, cool. Let's go through the fort. What do we have? Now, this is on elevation 40. If we go up one, this is 41. Okay, this is the entrance. Now we did mine down a few layers. I can't remember if there's an aquifer on this layer or on this map. I don't think so. Okay, so we have two farms set up, dimple cups and plum helmets. Yeah. We have a few seeds. We have a still for making alcohol with the plum helmets. We have a farmer's workshop for doing like making cheese, milking animals. And actually, I don't know what animals we do have. Let me just check. Can you actually milk an alpaca or llama? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna try and do that. Let's just see. Milk animal. We'll see if that works. Now I also have a kitchen to like make excuse me. So like butcher animals and stuff. Now, this is the seed stockpile with for the farms. This is the, I think this was for the alcohol. I think I did say that. And this is just all the other food that's not seeds or alcohol. Over here we have a gem cutter. So all the gems we find will be placed in this stockpile and then refined into like better gems. We have a woodworker, a stoneworker, and a crafter, as well as a loom for making like cloth stuff. We have over here we have a tavern. Over here we have, I think this was just like a general stockpile. This over here is a trading depot, so every now and again people will come into our base and trade with us. This is our dormitory, so for the time being we don't have separate rooms for all our dwarves. All the dwarves sleep in this one spot. And over here, oh yeah, so this is the dining hall. So this is a little bit different than the tavern. The dining hall is where people will just sit and eat. Eventually we'll want to make this look nice. Far along in the future, well, not too far. I'm gonna get rid of most of these. I'm gonna move this down a few layers into the fortress. To have like more extensive dining halls and taverns, that kind of thing. Over here at the top we have a what's this called again? Altar. So this is for religion, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, this was for religious purposes. What's it called? I can't remember. Anyway, let's just see what that other dwarf was upset about. Over here. Okay, so this guy has no job. Let's see where he is. No water. Is there a chance that... Maybe he's just upset because he has nothing to do. We can set these people to... What do we want? Engraver. I'll set the engraver to engrave. But everyone can, but his job will be to engrave. The shearer will do as a planter, I think. We do have a hunter. Woodworker, we do have a woodworker. What else? And then I'll just set these people as like haulers for now. Eventually I'll change all of these professions a bit. Bowery, so this guy makes bows, I think. I can't remember what that is. If not, if one dwarf dies because of madness or something, I am not too upset about that. And we don't have eggs yet. Okay, what do we want to do? Let's just check the zones. What zones have we not set up yet? We have an inn, we have a temple, we don't have a library, and we don't have a hospital. We also don't have a guild hall. I don't want guild halls at the very moment. Well, we could probably have one of those. I don't want to add one right now. So let's see if we can set up a basic... What was it? A doctor's office. Let's do something like this. What was the other one? Library. Okay. And I'll set up a library right here. It's gonna be a small library. High priority. Let's do this and let's do this. Okay, so a few things we'll need to set up. We'll need to create... I can't exactly remember how to create the perfect like doctor's office. I think we need beds, we need chests, we need a table, and we need some other table that you create in the mechanics workshop. Can't remember what the name is though. For now, let's just make a few tables. Or one, at least. As well as a throne. Beds, I suppose? We can make like 5 beds. Just do 5 beds. What else do we need? We need a chest or a coffer. And then in the mechanics workshop, we need a traction bench. So for the traction bench, I can't remember exactly what we need. We definitely need a mechanism. I'm just going to make 2. We need a table, so I'm going to make another table. Table. Just do this. Is it a rope? What was the other thing we need? And what do we... What workshop is used to create the rope again? Oh, clothing. I think it's this one. I don't really have a place to put it right now. I'm just going to put it here in the corner. Can we make a traction bench now? We can. Okay, cool. So we don't really need this clothing workshop, but I'll remove it in the time when the time comes. Like I said, I'm going to move most of it down. Actually, I don't want to finish this first. Well, they're almost done. It doesn't really make sense to stop it right now. I'm also going to smooth the doctor's office. Oh, and sorry, I'm going to get a bit sidetracked here. I read something, or saw something on someone's YouTube, I believe. Blocks, what's it called? Blocks. So rock blocks are a lot better to be used like for crafting walls and stuff. So in the future, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use blocks for crafting. I actually didn't know that. Like I said, I do have like 70 something hours in the game, but I'm quite bad at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately. Smooth this second and do this one third. So luckily there are a few idle dwarves in the fortress that are able to help the smoothing and stuff. An issue I face with a lot of my fortresses is actually that I often have dwarves that never have breaks, so they never get to see their families, which makes them quite angry, and I think that's what these dwarves are angry about. Let me just check. Caught in the rain, temperatures dwelling upon. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm also gonna then need to set up a military quite soon. In the previous stream, we actually made a ton of arrows. Now arrows sell for a whole lot of money. We made wooden arrows. Now the thing is, I read or saw on Reddit that bone arrows sell a way lot better than wooden arrows. Now I think we actually do have a legendary, just check, I think is it this one? Just want to check, bone bolts, yeah. Well, I think we do have a legendary, just check. Oh no, legendary root crafter. Now apparently the bone crafting, what bone crafting do we have? Talented. Okay, for now I'm still gonna stick to wood, but in the future we're gonna move to, definitely gonna move to bone. What's all this? More bolts. Excuse me. Alright, so let's set up a few beds. For now, it's just gonna be like 5 beds, I think. We can use any beds. I don't really mind. Use the closest one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. 6 beds for now. We can add a chest. We can add the chest over here in the corner. Then we can add the table and the traction bench. So table. Can I add a chair? I'm not sure if the chair is really required. And then workshops, no. Furniture, traction bench, yeah. Cool. Now we don't have soap yet. As I understand it, we need soap to make things like more sterile, I think is the word. Now I'm unsure if there's an aquifer on this map. I doubt that there is. Yeah, I don't think there is one. Which can be an issue because then we need to go to the river for water, which can be quite annoying unless we like go down to some sort of level where there is water. Yeah. We actually need to smooth this as well, so let's do this. Can I not? It's weird because I think when there's like a bed or a table you can smooth under it, but it doesn't look like altars allow you to do that. Now let's say, okay, so to set up a medical zone, first thing you need to do is you need to assign a chief medical dwarf. So to do this you're going to go to nobles. Currently the expedition leader, the manager, broker, and bookkeeper are the same dwarf. So next we're gonna do a chief medical dwarf. Now, unfortunately, there is no one with the relevant skills. However, we're gonna change that to the bower, I think. Oh, you know, the bone carver. Let's see if the bone carver can do it. So if we go to labor, now where's that bone carver? Am I missing him? Oh, chief medical dwarf over here. Okay. Now, the actual next thing we need to do is set up another zone. I don't think they need. Let me just check. Just gonna confirm. I don't think they need it like a place to like work or stay. Yeah, they don't need that, but I will do it. I'll do it anyway. Not now though. Later on. So we go to zone. We set this as a. Actually, cancel. I know I said that I'm gonna use blocks to build these structures, but we'll do that when we get down a few floors. I don't actually think we have doors. No, we don't. So let's create 3 doors out of basalt. 3 doors, 2, 3, and let's do basalt. Okay. Go work on that work order. Okay. So if we go here now, we'll just say finish those basalt doors quickly. And what was this? This was a library, right? So we can actually make like 10 bookcases, bookshelves. Hopefully that's done soon. And later on, when I get more serious, I'll set like automated work orders that like repeat forever. But for 21 dwarves, that's not necessary. Oh yeah, speaking of 21 dwarves, in the previous stream I did, like I said, I sold a ton of these arrows and I made like 70k. Now, the thing is, that made the fortress very like pleasing for people to settle in. However, this came with a caveat that it's going to be more dangerous for our fortress. We don't have the resources to support that many people, and we also don't have a military yet, which is not awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Set up a... Well, actually... Accept... Set this as a library. Or a hospital, sorry. Very nice. What's this? What do I need? So the doctor is going to be the chief medical dwarf. Only citizens and long-term residents. Buckets, we have buckets, we don't have soap yet. All in due time. I'm gonna set this as a library for now. I don't think we have... Okay, so what else we need? Chairs and tables. And chests. Okay, chairs, tables, chests. We have a chest, we can do that. Oh, that's annoying. That's the guy that was so upset. So he's probably dead over here by the river where we saw him last. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Now, what I don't like about that is we're gonna need to like create another zone now. And I don't like making that all the way up where we were. So I'm gonna go down a bit. Over here, I'm gonna set this as priority. Do this. Actually, yeah. Run out like 10 blocks and do this. Now we're gonna like start making a burial site for our dwarves. I'll make this a whole lot more fancy later on, but this level is gonna be for burying dwarves. When you don't bury dwarves, something that happens, they turn into ghosts and they haunt you, which isn't awesome. Also, I hear, haven't tested it yet. Most of my fortresses actually fail. They don't get to that stage. I'm gonna make another 10 tables and 10 thrones. I think we did finish that door, so I'm just gonna place it. Oh no, you know what? Cancel that. I'm gonna use this door because this temple doesn't need it yet. I'm gonna place this down here. Basalt door, and then I'm gonna make a coffin and assign it to the guy that had just died. Well, he's just missing, but I'm gonna assume he died. There's like a 90% chance of him dead, you know. Coffin. I'm gonna make this the priority. Oh, rough start. Now we do have some unhappy dwarves. Let's just confirm what they are unhappy about. Oh, children. Okay, what's up, children? Hello, children. Okay, so we do have 3 children, and they are the ones that are upset, right? Yeah. Okay, now, very important. You know how I said the, let's just first check if there are toys in here. No. Where do I make toys? Woodworker shop. I'm just gonna search where you make toys. Now, I'm gonna create a guild hall and then add toys to the guild hall. What that does, that gives guild halls or a place for dwarves to relax. They are meeting areas, just like every other meeting area. They will go there and just chat to others. However, when you specify a guild hall for some sort of purpose, like a farmer's guild hall or something like that, then a dwarf in your fortress, depending on what dwarves are allowed to visit that area, can go there and teach their skills to other dwarves. Now, this is the easiest way, like to passively, teach your dwarves other skills. Now, a fun fact about this is if you add these stockpiles to these guild halls, add toys in there, right? Then children can go there and they can learn things. Like having a child with no skills learn like farming or stuff, something like that is really, really valuable. Okay, so I know what I did wrong. So it is the craftsman, but like if you go here, you're gonna search toy, I believe. Rock toy, create rock toy. Rock toy. What am I doing? Very nice. Okay, so finished goods, all toys. So I'm just gonna remove that from here for now. Oh, it's already removed. Finished goods. So that will be in here, right? Then hopefully all toys will go in there. You know what? I'm gonna change that back. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this to not take from anything except this stockpile. And I'm gonna remove this. I think I want to remove that bin. Oh, that's extremely annoying. However, children are able to play now, which is awesome. Now I'm gonna add another play area for them over here. So finished goods, all finished goods of type toy. Also 0 bins, done, only allowed to take from this stockpile. Very, very nice. I think I did make a few tables. Where are they? Oh, the coffins, okay. Now, oh, what's this skull? Is that the dwarf? Did they actually find him? Has been missing for a week. One lucky thing about a dwarf being dead and not being caught on till now, there's a small chance the children will find that body. Sorry, I'm just searching for that dwarf. Imagine if he's just in one of those where am I missing him? Oh, here he is. Is this him? How has nobody found this person yet? Holy shit. Go here, people, go here. Okay, what's this dwarf's name? Kubuk. Gotta go over here, gonna set this to a tomb. There you go. Actually, cancel. Gonna paint this tomb. Or this, done. Gonna set it to Kubuk. Deceased. Now hopefully they will get buried now. So weird that they haven't found this yet. Maybe if I do this, you know? If I set this to be part of this tavern. Very odd. Okay, for the time being, I'm gonna just start placing these again. And we also need some tables. 2 tables and 2 chairs. What else do you need? Nothing except thread. I'll need to start making some thread and... Oof, a caravan has arrived. Now, I hope I did make enough to sell. I don't think I did, actually. Unfortunately, I did not move enough or make enough. I doubt it. Damn. Okay, bins. Is there a way to sell the items from the bins instead of selling the bin? Because as an example, this is set to... Oh, that's really infuriating. Bins. This is set to 2,750, right? But when you open this, each one of these sell for like over 1,000. Ooh, that grinds my buttons, guys. Sure. I'm gonna sell all of those. Gonna sell all of these. Gonna sell all of these. Okay. Body parts, boxes. Nothing super interesting. Okay. So I don't think we're gonna make all too much money, which is kind of sad because I think ammunition was the thing they actually did want. Okay. Trade. Well, shit, is this elven caravan not the one that they sent? Like, not the requested one, right? Could be, I'm not sure. We'll see. So let's dig a guild hall. Let's do that. That's way more profit. Before I sell everything, I actually just want to tick a few things I want. If the profit's too high, I'm going to skip it. Okay, what do we want? We don't need boulders. We can probably buy that instrument. It's only worth like 100. Don't need cages. What's in here though? A Temerian lion. Tamarin lion. Lion tamarin. Giant anole. Don't know what that is. A sparrow. Don't know what that is. A sparrow, is that like a bird? The bird. Sorry guys. I'll take these 2 barrels. I'll take these buckets only because they're cheap. Spears. Why not? Shields, why not? Cap, why not? These things are all super cheap though. Sucky caravan. Okay, no, they don't deserve all this stuff I got them. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. That's probably fine. Trade. What do you mean? $10,000, that's almost double. Did he now say no? Oh, okay, I get it. It's because I sold him wood. That's fine. That's fine, I didn't care too much. No broker, that's cool. I'm not too worried. I am worried about this. If I do this, they will now probably see this, right? No. Why would they? Okay, awesome. They found this person's body, and now we'll probably go bury them, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry man. What a terrible, terrible life to live. Okay, I'm going back to my fortress. What do we have? We have a few bookshelves. I'm gonna just place them over here. Oh, just one. That's fine. I don't care. I could probably put more in there, but I probably don't need to. I do need to make more of an effort with the dwarves though. I'm gonna keep one more instrument in here. Reformer maybe? Add 2 more tables. Oh, we do have 2 more. Okay. I'll remove this one. Later in life, I'll maybe... Or later in the life of this fortress, I'll add more chairs to this. Oh, did I actually... Oh, that's so stupid of me. Okay, that's fine. I'll just use the rough stones. Hopefully they use basalt for all of this. Cool. I'll just use another one. Alright. Now we smooth this. Now what kind of guild hall do we want? What skills do our dwarves have? Maybe we want like a carpenter or stoneworkers guild. The reason for that, we have a legendary carpenter or woodcarver, I think. And I'm not sure if the skill level of the dwarf influences the skill level of the things they teach. But you would think that would be like some sort of mechanic, right? Okay, very cool. We do this. We have another door. We do have another door. We can place it over here. And then... set that as a meeting room and guild hall. Now let's see what we have. Carpenter, woodworker. What's the difference between a carpenter and a woodworker? Oh, sorry, I misread. So, wood crafter. And not carpenter, it's a crafts dwarf. Okay, I'll do crafts dwarf. That's cool. Another thing I'll do, I'll add a zone for toys. Finished goods, all only toys. Do this, do this. Okay. Is there a way for me to remove this bin? At least 3 those, 3 chairs. What do we want? What do we want? Oh, just we do this. All citizens. We can add a... what do we have? A chest? Okay, now let's make another bookshelf. Maybe 2 or 3. I'm just gonna cancel these 2 jobs. Now, what can we make? Wood. Let's make 3 figurines. Or, yeah, 2 figurines will be fine. We'll make 2 book bindings. And a large wooden gem. Then we can make 2 altars. Or not altars, but we call them displays. Pedestal, 4 of these. And then we engrave. This is just the easiest way to get up the quality of the room. Or the value, essentially. So hopefully after this I can get started on the... That noise. Always. Dehydrated. So, so there's probably not enough space in here, right? Do I need a well? Has been possessed. Okay. What did he want though? Oh, did I not set the chores? Stone hauling, wood hauling, burial I don't want. Refuse I don't want. Water hauling I don't want. That's really weird that I forgot to set that. Very strange. No guild established yet, but soon they will. No, the ranger doesn't have a job. So the reason for that is I don't think he has arrows or a quiver or a backpack. One of those. So for now, let's set the ranger to do something else. For now, the ranger can be a miner as well. Cool. Okay. How many levels should I go down to? I think 2. Maybe more. Okay, let's do this. Okay, for this zone, I want to start with crafting, I think. And below that would be... Actually, do I want crafting? Let's first go down a few levels. Let's see if we can hit like some sort of cavern or something. Now that is a lot of levels to dig. Where do I go to access the types of ores? Was that... I can't remember. Nothing yet. So what does obsidian do? Obsidian is magma safe, so if I wanted to, I could make magma forges and stuff. That could be cool. Now I haven't ever done this before. How much farther down? Quite a bit. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just continue with this. Did you finish whatever you were making? I'm not really sure what he needs. Great, we have a cavern finally. Now, so we do have a cavern. That's really nice. You guys might not know this, but this is the first time I've ever actually reached the cavern layer before. Okay, sooner or later I'll put something there. Let's do this. It's quite deep actually. And to my knowledge, if you actually flood a layer in a cavern and leave it to dry, that will form mycelium. So this should be very fertile soil, am I correct? I think so. Cannot wait to start digging in here. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, so how do I set the markers again? So F1 takes me here. So I'm going to set that to... So I'll set this to to entrance. Entrance. I'll set this to tomb. I think that's how you spell tomb. Tomb. Let's just double check. Yes. And then cavern. Cavern. Okay, cool. So now if I press F1, that takes me to the top, to cavern. Cool. Now, I'm pretty sure the miners should be quite tired right now. That's maybe they're in there. Okay, someone's really unhappy. Now, what's up with this person? Possessed by unknown forces. Okay, so that's this over here. Damn. What is this? What are they searching for? Dwarf Fortress. I'm not sure of what they need. Rough color, rough stone. So is that just... I'm unsure, man. I'm unsure. Okay, while that's getting sorted out, I'm going to create a prison of sorts, a dungeon. Gonna do that. So these people aren't mining down, which is kind of upsetting me a bit. Now in here, I'm going to place a few cages. I hope that this person over here I hope that he actually gets what he wants. Craft an object. What do you want, man? I don't know. The hope is that when I put this in or construct this, if he goes mad or something like that, I can just capture him. Let's do this. And then we can add like a table and a chair. Let's do a table and then a chair. And maybe a chest. I'm unsure. Maybe like if someone steals something, we can add it in here. I'm not really too sure of how it works. A ring? And offers it to the respectful arch. Now, who's that? Is there a place for me to check all the societies and stuff within my fortress? Unfortunately not, it seems. Anyway, let us continue. I'll create a few more toys. Rock toys, anyway. Actually, let's make a few. Let's make 10. Why can I not do that? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Now that this place has been constructed, let us smooth it out if no one has anything to do. Very, very weird. Now the thing is, this is still not being constructed. Let's say... Petition, okay. For the purpose of eradicating monsters, sure, but then I'm gonna need to like create a dormitory for him as well, him or her. Okay, let's go to F1. Pause. Let us create a dormitory. Quite a small one. We do this. Maybe the other, the mining section is just too far down for them to go to. So I'll set up a dormitory. They accept, and then we can set this as part of the inn. We can create a few beds. Let's do 6 for now. Alright. We can probably smooth this out. Can add a dungeon. Am I not seeing it? Dungeon. Okay. Accept. What do we need? Nothing really, eh? Now after that, I'd like to engrave this room. And we can set this to long-term residence as well. Okay, so let's do this. Then we do this. Oh, you know what? That's why. Okay, never mind. Let's cancel this. Cancel. I'm going down. Damn. Cancel, cancel. It's because they couldn't reach there. So if I do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I see if I can mine up to around here. And then before flooding, I'd like to build a staircase up. So let's build a... And build a wall out of the closest material. Can we not do this? Can we do it over here? No access. Oh, rats. If we can make a floor. Okay, let's do it from the top. Otherwise, I'm gonna like lose my mind. Build a floor like this. Like build a floor, build a floor. Cancel this one. Alright, then we build a wall over here. And then as soon as this is done, we can build a wall over here. And then we just keep doing this till we hit the bottom. Now, unfortunately, I think I did destroy this, which is quite a shame. Okay, and then actually for this, I think I'm gonna start creating those blocks I was talking about earlier. Let's queue up like 20 rock blocks. We'll do 20. And I'll need this quite fast. Alright, so we still need this guy to make these blocks. He did make 2. Let's go down. I need to get used to using these. Okay. Okay, we did 1. Now let's craft stairways up. Alright. Oh shit, did I use obsidian for this? Oof, that's obsidian. I actually didn't want to use that obsidian for that. So I want to go from number 6 all the way up to, well, actually, let's finish all of them. Okay, so all of them are done, I think. So I'm gonna build stairs all the way from this floor to this one. Oh, can I not do that now? Okay, so I'll do one at a time, that's fine. What am I doing wrong? If I do this, and this, I can't. So if I do, let's say this, must span multiple levels. And there is an open space, but it doesn't allow me to do that. Do that. Okay, but I don't want to mine it, I want to build it. So maybe that was the issue the entire time. Damn. Okay, let's build stairs from here all the way up to this level. Yeah, that was the issue the entire time. Sorry, guys. So then I also want to place a wall over here, wall over here, wall over here. And then from this level on, I want to do this. Floor, floor, floor. Okay, the reason for that, I want to build a wall over here the entire time, like all the way down. And then maybe do a ramp at the bottom, like over here, to see if I can build stairs over here. I'll see if I can do something like that. A wall, and then that's open. This is quite a project, actually. So they can build on diagonals. Okay, so for this, I want to see if I can do stairs down. So I want to build. Yeah, build. Stairs. Down. I can't. Why can't I? Construct stairs. Water at that location. Damn. That's very annoying. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll scrap this. I actually would like to have a tunnel go all the way down, but if I can't, then I can't. That's also fine. So I'll create a wall over here. Okay. Then I'll just dig. So that's going to need to be a wall as well. I'll do this. Yeah, that should be okay. All right. And then I'll go 4 down again. That's just to go as far down as I can. Let's see what my dwarves are upset about. Alright. I think it's time for us to actually start the construction I was talking about earlier. So it's all fun and games to like start the farms down here. Maybe I should actually do that now. Do I get to here? Oh, I can get to there. How do I do that? I can mine all the way over here. What's this? Open space. Okay. Then I can mine. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do this, and then I'll just do a construction. First, let's do a floor like this. We'll see when we get there. Floor like this, maybe. We'll see. These caves are always so fun to explore. I'll build this and then I'll build this. Oh, I'm paused, sorry. I want him to actually start like building these floors. I should have continued production on those arrows actually. Totally slipped my mind. Want to do like 50 arrows maybe. Okay, let's get to the surface. How much wood do we have? A lot of wood. Okay, let us do 50 arrows. A work order for, yeah, craftsman. Wooden bolts, and let's say 50. I also need more bins, it seems. Bins. How many bins can you store? 150. Okay, I'll add 10 more bins. Or let's say bins. I don't want wooden bins. Let's say stone. Is it a cabinet? I don't think so. Let's just use bins. Wooden bins. Bins, 20. Because everyone needs bins now. Okay, so I'm going to switch the cavern layer to this one over here. Okay, now I want a wall stretching like this and like this. That's just so no creatures can get into my fortress. And I'm actually going to do the same thing over here. So I'll wall off a section like this, and like somewhere down here I'll do a few more. Yeah. Almost forgot this one. Gonna mine all the way like here. And then over here. Actually, I'll do this. And then just set up this quickly so I don't have to like remember in the future. Shit. Whenever I'm done, I'll remember to do that. So something I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna need to remove this. I'm seeing it now. The reason for that, I'm thinking in my head, if this staircase can go down, then something can maybe climb the wall and get into the staircase from there. And that's something I don't really want. So I'll build the staircase. So let's just remove this. Do I do this? Can I even remove that? Maybe not. If I do this, I'm just going to construct a wall over it, I think. But I'm going to try it. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on this. Let's start the crafting section. That's going to be above these. Let's say over here. Yeah, over here is fine. Okay, the first thing I want is a carpenter section. That will look like this. So there will be 3 workspaces. Now in the carpenter section, I want a storage place for wood. That will be over here. I'm going to do the same thing. Let's see, this is a 13 by 5. 13 by 5. Okay. And this will be stone. So wood and stone. I'm going to have a finished goods section on this side. That's going to be a 6 by 26. 6 by 26. Alright. So I'm going to leave 3 spaces, then do this. 3 spaces, then do this. Okay. Now that's just stone and wood. Now I'm going to need a crafting section, which is going to look like this. What was it? A 6 by 5 by 13. Remove 1 layer. And this was 20 by 13. Okay, very, very cool. Almost made a little mistake. Very, very nice. I'm gonna remove this. I want to finish the carpentry section first. After that, I'll go down a section. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is gonna go down another section and start with housing. So for all houses, I'm gonna do this. Gonna do a 4 by 4. Now I'm going to do it in chunks of 5. So this is going to be 10 houses, right? So that's 20. Very, very nice. Okay, so we should have enough housing now. So that's what, 30 houses? Or homes, rooms, bedrooms. Okay, now another thing about this, let's just go here. Caravan has arrived. Okay, so if I go over here, I run the broker and let's start moving all the ammo. Not as much as I remember having, but I think all the others are already at the... Oh, I'm wrong. Oof, that's upsetting. But you know what? A lot of the ammo might actually be in bins. Yeah, it looks like all the arrows I'm selling are going to do quite well. I'm very, very happy with this. I'm very happy with that. 15 items. Oh, they are unhappy dwarves. Lonely. What do you do? F1. Okay, diplomacy. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation, okay? Sure. Okay, so I do want some leather. I'll do wombat leather, dingo leather, I think. Where's that normally? Doesn't really matter. Mongoose, wombats, yak. Dog leather, cat leather. Okay, cool. Any sorts of leather, I'll buy it. I'll buy this. Crafts. Not really interested. Not interested. Metal bars. I'll do this. And I think I'll do... steel is quite expensive, but I think I do have the money for it. Let's see. I'm going to tick it and we'll just see what it was like when it gets here. Do they sell pig iron, though? Pig iron bars. Okay, cool. Plump helmet. I'll just buy all the seeds. I'll do another anvil. Weapons. I don't need weapons right now. I think I'll make my own by then. Bolts. Don't need bolts. Traps. I don't need traps. I'll always buy more picks. Let's do this. Helmets, gauntlets, high boots and low boots, leggings and greaves are fine. I don't like bucklers all that much. Toys are fine. Instruments. So I'm hoping to get a lot of cash in the next by the next caravan. Let's assume our dogs are gonna die and our cats as well. Ducks. Let's do drakes and ducks. Roosters and hens. Let's do rabbits as well. Okay, drinks. I'll grab all of them. I think I'm gonna be quite rich by the time they come back. So I'm not too worried about ticking too many things. Plants, I'll do this. I'll do a few bags. I'll do some thread as well. I have ropes, I have barrels. Flasks. How about some copper flasks? Quivers, I'll do some quivers. Goat leather quivers, pig leather quivers. Backpacks do the same. I don't need sand, I don't need glass, I don't need these. Well, actually, charcoal and coke. Maybe some lye as well to make some soap. Splints I can make, crutches I can make, eggs I have. Bags. Why not? Okay, I'm just gonna say done. Go. Okay, headwear. Okay, maybe we can make like shells or shell headwear or something like that. Okay, let's trade. Alright. Ooh, this sells for so much cash. I don't want to tick that because it says 5,000. I'm not sure if it like fixes itself or not, but I'm not taking that chance. The things in here are separately worth way more than 5,000. Okay, 70,000 yet again. That's fine with me. Let's do all the iron bars. We'll come back up if we run out of cash. I really want the hen, the drake, the duck, and the doe. I'll do that. I'll take the rooster. I'll do all of this. I'll take the crossbow. I'll take the pick. Breastplates I'll take. Mail and leather I'll take. All the bags. What do the bags cost? Not that much. A ton of leather. I'll do it. Anvil, I'll take it. Plants, I'll take it. Backpacks, I'll take them. And then we can go back up, buy everything they have. Essentially, we have the cash. I'm not worried. Not at all. Puzzle box, cool. Toy boat, cool. Toy hammer, cool. Yeah, everything's marked. Let's say trade. Okay, very, very nice. Cool. I'm very happy with that. Let's go back up to this. Very, very cool. I should have... Oh, I did. I think I did do dogs. I didn't see that these are two females. But that's fine. I already have a nest box over here. I didn't want to do that. I'll set this whole thing as a temple. So if I take this away now, does that mean the stairs at the bottom are still going to be there? I hope not, because essentially what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a floor. Yeah, I'm going to add a floor. If that still happens, I'm going to add a floor, and then I'm going to add stairs, because then that should, like, a stair going down, a floor above that, then stairs going up. Then it would kind of look, the sprite would kind of look like this, in my opinion. I actually can't wait to start farming here. Let's do this. Let's set this as 3. And then we set this as 2. So they are angry because they want to be with family more. So what are your okay, so I'm gonna remove mining from the expedition leader. Okay. I'm gonna remove hauling from Eden. Or Iden. And I'm gonna remove farming. Oh no. I'm sure when the rooms are here, they'll feel way better. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back over here, start making a ton of beds. Gonna cancel this, gonna make, what, 50 beds? Let's make 30 beds. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the corner. The reason I'm doing that, I want all the rooms to be very like symmetrical, or like kind of look the same. So if I do that, that should be fine for all rooms. Make 30 doors. Healthy. So what? Who are all the nobles now? Okay. So if I appoint someone to be the sheriff, right? Then I can kind of, let's see who's not doing anything right now. Sorry, wrong button. Labor. Iden. Okay. I set Iden to be the sheriff. What do sheriffs need? Nothing. Oh no. They do need a study. Oof, no, I'm gonna remove this guy. Leave. Okay, no, I don't have enough for that right now. I will eventually, but not now. I wonder if there's a way to stop caravans from coming, or not caravans, like migrants. Is there a way to do that? Like say, no new migrants should be coming here. That's way too loud. Every time that happens, I get a fright. Okay, woodworker has created Mondul Gatiz. Mondul Gatiz. I'm not going to keep reading that. Bayberry wood great. He offers it to the respectful arch. So I assume they are like some sorts of are they like our leaders? Do they lead this fort? Because I'm not sure how to like change all those settings yet. All those names. Like for instance, this fortress. I'd really like to change the name, but I'm not 100% sure how. So many unhappy dwarves. Okay, let's go back to this layer. Soon enough, we're gonna enter this, and I can start walling this off. So I'd like to wall off. I'm gonna wall this off. Well, actually, they can actually jump in, right? If I can wall this off over here. Over here, over here. I'll figure it out now. Let's for now make a few of them miners. Like these over here. Cool, and I can probably smooth this out, although I don't want to do that right now. See, one of the dwarves are already not this angry with me anymore. Shit. I'm gonna build a wall over here. Hopefully they start mining again. I really want the farm to be set up right now. Well, as soon as possible anyway. Damn, okay, so I'm gonna wall this, or floor this off. Damn, they're very angry again. We'll see what we can do. More doors. Shit, cool. I'm gonna do it. Task 7 smoothing. So, be with family. So I'm gonna need to make a larger dining hall and stuff. I think that might be the issue. I think Dwarf Fortress just crashed. That's really unfortunate. Let's see if we can get where we were. The autosave was quite a while back. Actually quite scared of that. That's very, very upsetting. Okay, well, after I'm done adding these floors again, what do we have over here? Okay. Oh, we haven't even spec'd out the... Okay, but then what I'm gonna do is I'll add the 3. This can be living, this can be crafting and stuff. I'll start with crafting then next. Let's do level 1. Oh shit, can't believe that happened. That's so upsetting. 4x4 and then 4x4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do this. 4x4. 4x4. Actually, no, this wasn't. This was supposed to be crafting, right? Okay, so I'm not doing this. Three, three, three. Okay, so finished products can go in here. Well, all finished products can go in here. Finished product, and in this one, well, no, sorry. Let's do 26 by 26. 26 by 26. So finished good in one, furniture in the other. This was 5 by 13, offset by 1, so 2. 5 by 13. And then this. So wood and stone respectively, we can do this. 2 and then 2. We'll do this. 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Okay, so I noticed this. To quickly fix that. Very, very nice. Okay. That's pretty upsetting. I'm still quite mad about that. So I remember. Okay, so add a wall over here. Closest material. Let's do this. Let's do this and this. Then I'm gonna do this. And then add a floor. Gonna use closest material. Okay, cool. So if I now, again, move my broker over here, select all the arrows. Let's just do this. Then I go to bins. I select all the valuable bins. That's one of them. That's the other one. The other one. I think that's just it. I'll go 15 items. I'll move the cavern one to this location over here. Okay, cool. Okay, diplomacy. I'm just gonna tick a few of these. I don't really want to go over them in detail like the previous time. I'm just gonna tick what I think. Take this, I'll take some copper, I'll take some tin. I'll take, do we have steel? Steel and pig iron, sure. All the seeds. I'll take this anvil. Weapons, I don't need weapons. Training, no, don't need that. I'll take some body wear. I'll take some toys, I'll take some instruments. And I do remember now, that's probably what a good thing. We don't have enough cats and dogs to start breeding, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna check if I have cow and a bull. I want to start milking. Sheep. Where are the sheep? Why am I not seeing them? Not sure why I'm not seeing them, but I'd love to have some sheep as well. I'll have all drinks. Maybe some cheese. Quivers, I'll take some backpacks and I'll take some flasks. I think that's fine. Done. And thread. Okay, I can actually do thread. Way easier than the other. Trade. So I'm going to tick all the bolts. That's already 14,000. And I think it was like 70,000 we had the previous time. Again. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say mark all. That's around 11,000. We do have a steel crossbow and pick, which is nice. Okay, not as cool as the previous one, but I'll take it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna remove the broker from there. Now I'm gonna save and continue playing. Let's just call this Jolton. Alright, so if I go down again, let's assign another dwarf to mining. Oh, there are 4, okay. No, then they should continue doing that. Go to level 3. So I wanted to remove this. One of the issues I'm seeing is there's not enough storage space, so hopefully I fix that now with the next layer I'm building. So no, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Okay, so stoneworker. I think I should start with the stoneworker. I think I said carpenter earlier, but the stoneworker makes a little more sense. Reason being, everything we're doing is going to be made out of stone, so we might as well just start with that. Also, the stoneworker. Let me see. No workshops or no things set yet. No work orders. Okay, let's set this to, instead of tomb, we say crafting, and then we set it to this location. So now F1, F2, F3. Okay, cool. Set to crafting. Set that to stone. We go to F1, we remove this stone one. Now later on I will remove ores and stuff from that, but for now everything is going to be there. Also, I'm going to move one down. I'm going to start a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now there is a reason I built this. I want to start moving dwarves down, and to do that I need some living quarters near where they will be working. Alright, I think that works. This is all what's needed for now. Now, when I build this, the first wolf I'm going to assign there is going to be one of the stone workers. And while we're on the subject, let's just get rid of this. And we can set 5 wheelbarrows to this. It just makes a whole lot more sense. I'm still quite upset about the game crashing. I lost so much time with that. Wooden bins. Yeah, I just want to add some bins. Oh, yet again, someone's angry. Who's this guy? Iden. Labor Iden. No hauling for Iden. You should probably go sleep then. Okay, I want this to work a little faster. It's already set to privacy 1 though. Priority 1. Okay, I'm actually gonna end the stream right here. We actually didn't accomplish too much. It's kind of sad to me. However, in the next stream, what I really want to do, well, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll maybe start it again a little later. I'm gonna see how I feel about it. I'm gonna take a break, and if I feel like it, I'll start the stream again. Yeah, in the next stream, I'm gonna continue finishing this. I'm gonna work on the cavern farm, and I'm gonna start moving people into proper housing. That will maybe fix this issue I'm having with the happiness of my people. Hopefully that will work. I'm like 50-50 on if it will work or not. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, in the chat. If you have any game suggestions, please let me know. Yeah, that's really all I can say. Watch my previous streams if you like this kind of content. Sooner or later I'll start like clipping them or making videos, whatever you guys want. Yeah, just let me know. And thank you guys again.